Hi, everyone. Ernie Anastas here. I want to take a moment to talk to you about something truly special. Shriners Children's. For more than 100 years, they have helped over 1.5 million kids with complex medical issues receive the most amazing care anywhere. Now here's Keshi's journey with Shriners Children's.
Shriners Hospitals for Children gave me back my mobility in every way. I got here in a wheelchair, and 2 years into my treatment, I was ready to go back to school and finish high school.
For the first time, Kechi was able to look up. And we take these things for granted, but he gave her hope. He gave her life back.
Once they realized how much I love music, it became a part of my healing. It became a part of my therapy.
I'm calling on 77 WABC's audience to help provide hope and healing by donating to Shriners Children's. Call 1-800-276-8007. That's 1-800-276-8007. Or go online to loveshriners.org to give.
Attention everyone! Wayfair's Black Friday preview sale is here early. Right now, get up to 70% off everything you need for the season ahead. Save on furniture and bedding, cookware and holiday decor, and tons more. Now's the time to score big on finds to feast, get festive, and get comfortable all season long. Plus, enjoy fast and easy shipping with delivery in time for the holidays. Save up to 70% off early Black Friday deals. Shop now at Wayfair.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Oi! This is Sid and Friends in the Morning. 77 WABC.
How about this for Jim Jordan, the great Stevie Nicks, one of my favorite songs. 8:35 on your Thursday morning. Jim Jordan, the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee out of the great state of Ohio. And I'm going to say this, not to embarrass Jim, because I've said it before, and I've got a lot of friends in Congress, a lot. Jim Jordan, to me, is as good as it gets. Maybe the most. Don't tell Scalise I'm saying this, Jimmy, but I think you're the most impressive congressman in the country. I love your fight. So welcome back to the show today. Thank you so much.
Good to be with you. That's very kind. Good to be with you. I hope your Thanksgiving week last week was great, and good to be back with you guys.
You too. I hope yours was great, too. I tell you, I saw a picture this morning of Hunter Biden with this S-eating grin out in California. The happiest guy in the world. And I said to Miranda Devine a couple of days ago, I go, the kid is pardoned now. And the dad, this corrupt creep, he's leaving office for Trump. And all that work that Jim Comer and Jim Jordan and all you guys did in Congress, I'm afraid is going to go away now. But somebody said to me, no, like Lee Corso says on ESPN, not so fast. Isn't that right, Jim?
Yeah, well, I mean, one of the things we're definitely going to do is David Weiss was first the prosecutor, the U.S. attorney, then named special counsel. We're going to make sure we talk to David Weiss again about how this thing unfolded. Because remember, they were going to do the sweetheart deal a year and a half ago. And we'd have never known any of this. There would have been no need for a pardon because they were going to do a sweetheart deal, charge him with some misdemeanor. And they were all set to get away with it until two brave whistleblowers from the IRS, Gary Shapley and Mr. Ziegler, came forward and told us how ridiculous this entire investigation was being run. And then suddenly they go, oh, well, we're going to change. Merrick Garland now is going to make David Weiss a special counsel, and he's going to investigate this. And then we get to the point that we got to on Sunday where President Biden pardoned his son. So, yeah, they would have got away with it all. But for those two brave whistleblowers and, frankly, the judge, the court in Delaware, which said no to the crazy sweetheart deal, I think, again, underscoring how ridiculous this whole thing was. And then the culmination of it being this 10-year, 11-month pardon for any and all and potential crimes that may have taken place from January 1st, 2014 until December 1st, 2024, which no one had ever seen a pardon like this before. So I think there's still some work we got to do with David Weiss.
That's a sweeping pardon. And again, Jim, you're a lot smarter than me, but I've come to learn that because some of these things took place, as you mentioned, years and years ago when Joe Biden was the vice president.
Yep.
That means that Hunter can't use, can't take the fifth if, in fact, he's asked about his dealings with China, Russia, Ukraine, etc.
Yeah, and you're right, because those first 3 years of this 10-year, 11-month partner are 14, 15, 16 when Joe Biden was vice president. And the key activity there is Hunter Biden is on the board of this Ukrainian energy company, and Joe Biden goes to Ukraine after Hunter Biden gets a call from the executives of that company and says, hey, we need help. The prosecutor's looking into what we're doing. Joe Biden goes to Ukraine and says, Ukraine, you're not getting the tax money of the American people, this loan guarantee that our State Department, the Obama administration approved. You're not getting that money until you fire the prosecutor who's looking into the company that my son sits on the board of. That's what took place. And those are the years that are getting pardoned for any potential criminal activity that took place at that time frame. And that's here's the other thing. We were looking at our impeachment inquiry was looking at all this, and Democrats said, "Oh, the Republican impeachment inquiries are ridiculous." Well, if it was ridiculous, why did Joe Biden pardon him for the very things we were looking into?
That's right.
Which I think again just underscores just how wrong all this was.
Well, let's go to this avenue, and that is you mentioned Merrick Garland earlier. And Merrick Garland, as we know, just a leg of this crooked Democrat party, out there and targeting individuals like our friend President Trump and others, and making sure that he provides shade for people like Hunter Biden. Jim Jordan, how does the game change now with Pam Bondi in charge?
Oh, a fundamental change. And I think all the people that President Trump has put forward and nominated for these key cabinet positions, key agencies, to run these key agencies, I think it's all part of this attitude that was I think conveyed on Election Day, where the American people said we want these agencies to actually work for we the people, not target us, not be weaponized against us, not be done and not done for politics, but done in a way that is fair, consistent, and consistent with the rule of law. So I appreciate the fact that he's nominated Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr., Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, all these people who are going to come in with an attitude. Our job is to serve the taxpayers, not go after them for political reasons like we have seen from some of these agencies in the Biden administration.
Mike Johnson said, the speaker a couple of weeks ago, I thought it was funny, Jim. He goes, hey, do me a favor, President Trump, stop raiding my cabinet. You're taking all my great congresspeople. Lisa Stefanik, and thank God they left you alone, Jimmy. But on a serious note, the House, you've had your issues. You had that one group there was, kind of Matt Gaetz and my friend, I love her, Marjorie Taylor Greene, but she wants to fight with you guys every day. New year, January, new year, new president. What does the House look like? Divided, solid? What does it look like?
Well, we got to do what we told the American people we're going to do. I always say we make the job way too complicated. The job's pretty simple. What did you tell the voters you were going to do when you ran for it, when you put your name on the ballot? If they elect you, go do what you said. And that's what we got to come together on. I think we will. And frankly, we're going to have to. Because when we start the Congress on January 3rd of next year, less than a month away, we're going to have 219 Republicans. They're going to have 215 Democrats. And then quickly, Elise is going to be going to the UN. And Mike Wallace is going to be going as a national security advisor to the president. So we're going to be at 217 to 215. You can't afford to lose anybody because a tie vote, 216, you don't pass. So every single Republican is going to have to. We're going to have to work together to do what we told the American people we were going to do: secure the border, common sense energy policy, renew the tax cuts so taxes don't go up on American families. Those are the things we got to get, and continue to do our work, our oversight work, and find out exactly what the Biden was doing in a way to weaponize. All those things we got to continue to do. So we better stick together, and I think we're going to.
Take advantage of the exclusive holiday offer at Panorama Optical. Enjoy 15% off prescription glasses. And with every $500 spent on glasses, receive a complimentary pair of frames. Absolutely free. Don't miss this limited time deal running until January 1st, 2025 for eyeglasses, contact lenses, and to put your life in focus. Visit 241 Broadway in Lynbrook, New York, or call Panorama Optical at 516-341-0297 to schedule your appointment today. 516-341-0297.
Last one, our mutual friend. In fact, the last time I saw you, he walked over to me at the Capitol Grill in Milwaukee. Anthony D'Esposito. So he lost tragically. I mean tragically. But I'm hearing that the DEA job is out there for Trump.
Yeah.
What do you think? Jim, I know you'll endorse Anthony. I'll endorse Anthony. Can we get this thing done?
I hope so. Anthony's a good man and was a great colleague. It was unfortunate that he wasn't able to, lost that close race. But and maybe he can go do this and then at some point come back. I think because he was a great member of Congress. But yeah, I think he wants to serve. He's got a public servant's attitude, and if it's whether it's at the DEA or coming back and running for Congress in 2 years, we'll just have to see.
Jim, you're always terrific. It's always great to have you on. It's always great seeing you again. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, pal.
You too. Take care. Merry Christmas.
All right, Jim. Take care. That's my guy, Jim Jordan, right there, the chair of the House Judiciary Committee. Very impressive man in Congress out of the great state of Ohio.